Hi there, I'm Melissa Kocius, chair of Starbase Indie, and you're listening to Gaming with Scott.
Did you record that?
Wait, I missed it. Do it again.
Diz!
There it is.
Nice.
Because we asked him if it was John, as in Johnny Boy.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be okay.
Not even
Johnny,
once.
because I had you.
You know,
that was good.
I was really surprised to find that at Gen Con, they have a years-long running Starship Troopers campaign where you actually, people show up each year, play the same characters, and
Really?
It seemed like the weirdest game, the Starship Troopers D20 game.
That
cool.
sounds a little odd.
It became a long-running tradition.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Yeah, because I was walking by one of the open play rooms, and they actually had, like, a flag up, like the mobile infantry flag.
Wow.
And then they had, like, come join the fight. And I'm like, what is this?
Is this a thing I can do?
Yeah, you can make a first-level character and go through boot camp. And I'm like, that kind of sounds cool, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, that would be
That's
different.
kind of you're playing once a year like that. That's someone at the end of every session. That's one hell of a. Would you like to know more?
Exactly. Absolutely. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here at Starbase Indie. We're doing Behind the Masks. I am here with JC.
What's up?
I am here with Scott.
The other one.
The other one. I am here with Cindy.
Hello.
And I'm here with John Kennedy.
Aloha.
Just John. Not Jonathan, not Johnny Boy, not Johnny. None of those.
It's a brand thing. It's
a brand.
just John. It's
Just
gonna take
John.
off.
Hashtag just John.
But I always picture it more like a New York John.
Johnny.
John.
Hey, Johnny.
That sounds like my niece and nephews.
Let's get a piece
John.
of pie that we can fold in half and put in our mouths. Johnny, let's go.
I don't even get like the Uncle John from them. It's right. Literally like Chicago gangsters like John. John. I crap myself.
Where's John? I found him in the car park.
I need to be changed. Oh, you're going to go into Baston? You're going to listen to get in the car from Baston?
Okay.
Love
Let's-
Baston.
So when you're in Baston,
Let's
okay,
get back to the
it's-
Midwest.
It's,
I was stranded.
it's pronounced like this: LAWBSTUH. It's lobster.
Yeah, you get some
Lobster.
lobster.
You got to get the LAW. It's
yeah, you
lobster.
gotta get the lobster.
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 Right? Lobster.
Lobster.
Yeah, like law.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ster.
Lobster.
There's
yeah.
not an R in there because they can't say car.
Lobster.
It's lobster. Yeah.
But no one ever eats lobster though. Like we eat lobster. They
No,
always get
they-
lobster
no, they-
cake or
yeah.
lobster soup,
They're
not
like-
bisque soup.
Soup. It's it's macaroni and cheese with roasted lobster.
Yeah,
It was delicious, but I can't say it. It's
You know these-
horrible.
it's wicked good.
It's wicked
wicked
good.
good.
Wicked good.
I love how they do.
Oh,
wicked.
lobster rolls.
Oh,
which,
lobster
yeah,
rolls are delicious. They're wicked good.
Wicked, yeah.
They're delicious.
But don't eat too much, or you'll be in the pissa all night.
You see that? You see that? My boy is wicked smart.
Wicked. He's wicked
Smart.
smart.
Wicked
He's
smart.
Smart. SMAHT. Smart.
I don't know about smart, but just fast with the puns.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Hashtag dad jokes forever. Now that we're back in the Midwest.
I like that hashtag dag jokes forever.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
I feel like somebody should end the segment like, "Do you like apples?" No.
How do you like?
Sky got me.
Yeah. How do you like them apples, eh? How do you like them apples? It's all good. We like puns. It's all funny. Wah, wah, wah. Very good. That was brilliant. So John wants to know when we're going to record next, and I was talking with John, and I really think what we're going to do, we're going to jump into a fantasy role-playing game kind of thing in the future, probably after the first of the year. We're thinking second Fridays of the month. Does that sound good? Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Because I'm going to reach out to Rico and Cucumber Dude. And, I would like to get that on the air, by the way. I would like to get that story on the and JC, apparently, who's wants in on that. All right. Okay.
If I don't get on this table, I will turn into Eminem and be like, "I'll kill you."
Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Well, then we'll get you in on the table. We'll get you in on the
love
table. We'll have to do a
Eminem.
character creation session, but that'll work because we have to have everybody there at the table.
Okay.
You character create with everyone.
Okay.
Did you like that system?
Oh, I loved
Did
it.
you like
It was
that?
awesome.
So tell us about it. What'd you like?
I like the fact that it wasn't just like, I made a fighter. His name is Fighting Man. He fights real good. It was more of a, no, what kind of character do you want to make? It's like, well, I'd like to be a warrior. Yeah, but what kind of warrior? You want to be like the town hero? You want to be like
a knight in training?
Yeah, I got the town hero.
You want to be the badass mercenary?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
please tell me you're completely narcissistic. Like, hello, I am Glorthold. I am fantastic.
No, I'm the almost Disney-esque hero where I try to take charge, but as it turns out, I just have like the saddest backstory in the world. And every so often, it's like, oh, everybody's going home to their families. That's got to be nice to have families.
And he was like, "We have to save little Timmy. He fell down the well. I'll lead the charge. Let me get some rope. Here, Timmy, go back to your family. It's wonderful. Go up to the cottage in the hills with your family by the warm fire with your tasty food and your clothing that fits and properly." And I feel sad
And your dog
now.
who loves you.
Yeah, and your dog who loves you. And I have nothing.
I had a dog. We had to eat it for.
It was wonderful because what we do is we do the backstory.
Let me shoot
and
my
we tie
concept
you
to you.
into the other character.
Let me shoot my concept to you. I want to play a cleric of the god of beauty or whatever, who has an 18 charisma, who's completely narcissistic, but who's like a self-help guru. She's like, you are amazing, almost as amazing as me.
He's Fabio.
That's a potential. There's a maybe there. I gotta look up the
maybe.
cleric. We need a magic user. I'll guarantee you that.
Clerics in 5th ed can do the high five of boosting. It's like add a plus 1d4 to whatever you're
Wait, I
doing.
thought you were doing Pathfinder, so you're doing D&D.
I know.
He's just riffing.
I'm just imagining your character is literally just going to be like, you know what? You're going to pick that lock. I know you're going to pick that lock. High five, bro.
Boom, boom. Like now you got +4 to pick that lock. Pick that lock. Pick it.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Okay, this was a setback, man. Okay, you know what? You're going to do it next time. You know why? I believe in you. That'll be 50 gold coins.
I believe in you.
There you
My
go.
God believes in you. You believe in you. Let's do this. Come on, work the shoulders. We'll loosen it up. Get the fingers out. Bad fingers. Okay, now try it again.
Tony Robbins of the medieval world.
That's
This is
horrible.
happening.
That's so
This is
terrible.
happening.
That's so terrible. You realize that the bad guys are going to win, right?
What?
That's horrible.
They can't win.
Well, they can.
My witch
dun.
in Pete's game is going to become CVS.
What is a CVS? Like the pharmacy?
Yeah.
Do I want to? What? You're just going to start handing out prescription drugs?
Pug.
No, she's going
Hot
to start
pug.
charging for them.
Oh, I get it. See, that's the racket. Is if I had penicillin in like a fantasy game, I'd be like, I can cure his wounds. 50 gold coins. Thanks for
Exactly.
playing. It's penicillin. Take 2 of these. You'll be fine.
Yep.
It's terrible. What are they magic? Swallow them. That's how the magic gets down into your pipes.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
So you hit that one person with anaphylactic shock, then it turns into an episode of House MD. I don't even have the tools for that.
No, here's
You're
no.
done.
No, the answer there is here's your coins back. All right, we're good. Thanks. I gotta go now.
No.
you later.
It's. I'm sorry. The gods didn't want you to
Yeah.
go up to come back to us anymore.
You're blue.
Bye.
You're writhing in blue because you have no faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's all your fault.
No, you can spin it even better. Wait, no, this.
It's his time.
He was chosen.
No.
The
Yeah.
gods want him for better work. He
Ladies-
is being elevated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to comfort him. Here, have this picture of me.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't like this idea at all. I'm uncomfortable with this.
the way your hair looks.
See? It's already making him talk.
See, it's already making it better. I'm uncomfortable with that character idea. I don't like it. So it's better now. All right, Starbase Indy, what brings you to Starbase Indy? So you can talk to us? We thank you, John. That's wonderful. All right, JC, moving on to you. I'm glad that John endorsed us like that. It's beautiful.
Almost
I'm John
as-
Kennedy, and this is my favorite podcast on the station.
Wow.
There it is. The station being the internet.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, I don't know the word. Oh,
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're good.
sorry, I was distracted.
It's okay. Flashy lights, shiny, distracts
Shiny
you, huh?
Baubles.
Yeah. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
Bat Pug.
What were we talking about?
There's an adorable pug dressed as Batgirl that just walked by.
Oh, is that what? Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yep.
Yep.
Pug in high heels. Da-na, da, da-na-na,
That was John
No, oh.
also seeing. And
Oh, yeah, right. John finally went. Yeah, there's. Oh, the pug got out of the. Well, hello.
that is a sad indicator of where my interests lie, where it goes pug, anything else. And then underneath that is like homework / real work / taxes / bills.
We got to get rid of that. None of that is any good. So what'd you come out for Starbase for? I mean, I noticed you got your Klingon Disruptor, which is awesome.
Well, as I was being a good Klingon warrior and thinking of good ways to die gloriously for the Empire,
You do have a remarkably flat forehead. I'm just throwing that out there.
Wow.
He's one of those half-breeds.
Whoa.
Original.
Whoa.
And we just went full eugenics.
Yeah.
no, I like Starbase Indy. I've been coming to it for a while.
It's a blast.
Normally I'm out of town, but I was in town this time, and I just wanted to come out here. And I really one of the guests that I'm looking forward to the most. I feel bad because I've forgotten his name, even though I love his work. Is the guy who worked on the Klingon language?
Oh,
It's not Akuda. It's I forget.
Matata? See, because you
Wow.
went with the... Well, you went
Okay.
Akuna. Yeah, it's like we have a catalog right in front of us. Let's.
well, no, this is the pocket one. It doesn't have it listed.
I feel
Yeah,
bad
it
because I
does.
love his work, but I forgot his name. But it's like, you worked on the Klingon language. You made the Atlantean language for the Disney Atlantis movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you created 7 languages.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Awesome
cool.
stuff.
I actually, when I went to Purdue,
Very cool.
there's a grad student there who wrote his dissertation on created languages, and he referenced Klingon, Elvish, and Esperanto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Esperanto, which seems like the weird language amongst, speaking like an elf. And it's like, oh, he loves Tolkien. Oh, he loves Star Trek. You love UN created languages?
Nice. Nice. Well, and I wonder if he worked on the on Defiance with the Castathan language. That was just I don't know why I went created languages. That's where I went to.
One
That's where I
thing
worked.
people should look at is Matt Vancel from Zombie Orpheus Entertainment is actually, as part of his Kickstarter and Patreon, he's fully fleshing out Orcish, and he actually has a degree in ancient languages, so he kind of knows what he's doing with this whole language thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's been
Nice.
really neat to watch him work on it. It's been fun.
Totally cool. Totally cool.
I can't even speak. I know.
You have a hard
no
time with
German.
English? Oh, I'm
Sometimes,
sorry.
Yeah, sometimes I do. And I'm a writer.
Nice.
Me write
Watashi
good.
wa Nihongo o skoshi hanashimasu.
What'd you say?
I
Are our
speak a little Japanese.
Are our Japanese listeners going to be really upset with us?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I can't use my 2 sentences of Japanese. We'd get letters of consternation from Japanese fans and perhaps the Japanese government. I don't know. It would be
I'm just
that
over
thing.
here like, are you otaku?
I know 2 sentences in German really well, which
Yeah.
is "Das ist kein Moon, das ist ein Raumstation."
Which means
That
That
is
is
Okay.
no moon. That is a space station.
I thought it was I'm a pretty girl and I look good in satin.
Ich bin ein Shonen.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Bin ein Jelly Donut. At least I
Indiana Jones taught me Schnell.
Mach schnell.
No, that was Die Hard.
That's
Schnell,
Indiana
schnell,
Jones.
loose.
Oh, and yeah, die.
Yeah. It was like, hit it again. Best scene ever.
My favorite Christmas movie.
It is. It is my favorite. Christmas
It's
is not
not
Christmas
Christmas
without Die
without
Hard.
that. No,
it's
yeah.
not.
Until we hear, Hollis and we hear Run DMC talking about Little Reindeer.
And ho ho ho. Now I've got a machine gun.
Yes. Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah. Until I see Hans Gruber fall off a Nakatomi, it's not Christmas.
Right.
It's not Christmas.
Right.
Because you see that gun coming up, and you're like, uh-oh, get the watch, oh, he's gone, and you can see him go shh, and they cut out the it part.
He does kind of do like the Wile E. Coyote, ground just falls out from under him, and it's like, no.
Yeah, yeah. I hope that's not one of our guys. We're gonna need some new FBI guys, is what I'm hearing there.
Alan Rickman was so good at that
Oh, yeah.
weird
Yeah, he
smarmy
was.
smile.
Oh
Yeah.
Just a smirk from hell.
Yeah.
Because I want to do a bizarre Malkavian twist take character with a character name of Bill Clay. And it's Hans Gruber in his alternate American persona,
Yeah.
who's trying to figure out how to blow up the entire building.
Wow.
I think it'd be a lot of fun,
It's kind of like watching Benedict Cumberbatch do an American accent in Doctor Strange.
which was very odd.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I
After,
still haven't seen it yet.
it's pretty good.
It's very good.
I always feel
I have
bad
only
'cause
heard
I feel
one
like
real complaint about that movie.
Okay. So
If
you come with a complaint. All right, I'm with you. What do you got? What is it?
Which is, it was observed that, it's brilliant acting, but there's no one point where he has this mystical awakening.
Oh, yeah, we brought that up in our movie review. Remember they were saying that there needed to be a more extended training montage because it was like he went from dabbler to super sorcerer in about 10 minutes, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. No, I agree. I think we needed to stretch that.
No, there's no, God, I believe,
Well, there
yeah,
was the
that too.
teach
I have
me
seen the
moment
light.
when she knocks him out of his body and he's all, oh, what was that? That was you being disconnected from Master Force. And then he was like, well, here, you can follow this. This is chakras, and this is the thing. You show me an MRI? Oh, really? I've seen that in a gift shop. And then she's like, boom. And he goes, you didn't see that in a gift shop, did you? So there was kind of that, like, teach me moment, which was cool. But I'm with him. I think we needed an extended montage because literally, like he says, this is how I got my MD and my PhD at the same time. He is the only superhero who has gotten his powers through study and learning, through reading. Like, I read a bunch, and I remembered it all, and that's how I put it all together. And I think we needed to see more of that.
I mean, my big issue with it, the only negative thing I really had was that Tony Stark and he are the same character. It's the same arc. It's the same personality. It's even the same fundamental problem, and it's going to be the same story. It's just one has tech, the other has magic. I mean, it's the same thing.
No, I disagree.
I actually kind of, that makes sense to me, where it's sort of they're both smart.
They're both
because like Tony Stark.
They're both smart asses.
Well, they're
They are.
both smart,
Sure.
and they're both given a certain amount of arrogance. Because
They're
of that.
narcissistic.
Oh yeah. But what we didn't
Trust
see
me, I'm
was
the
the
poster
criminal
boy.
charges trial for Stephen Strange for operating a vehicle improperly and causing an accident.
Right? Where property damage alone, let alone, I mean, you're going to
Both-
you're going to court for that.
Both had their inciting incident being compelled into herodom or the pursuit of it from an injury. His hands,
Point.
his chest thinger.
Tony Stark can also memorize stuff really quickly. Like when did you become an expert in quantum thermonuclear dynamics? Last
Yesterday.
night.
Last night.
Anybody do the reading? No, that makes. Oh, and each have a glowy thing on their chest. I know that's very superficial.
And
But
they're both set up with the pepper pots, which is meant to be the thing that completes their internal arc. I mean, it's the exact same story.
There are parallels.
Way to
It's
ruin
not
it,
the
Josh.
exact same story. I don't think it
It's
is.
the same
for our listeners at home, I'm sorry that we just ruined both movies for you.
Well,
It's an
would you
enjoyable
prefer him be
watch.
set
Well,
up with the Peter Pots?
Do what?
Would you prefer him to be set up with the Peter Pots?
It's only
Instead of a
16. We
pepper?
can do whatever. Although, I don't want to hear Trump tweeting about the movie 24/7.
Nice.
If you read any of his tweets to Regis Philbin's voice, it makes so much more sense.
Wow. Okay, then.
Just do it next time.
All right, I will. The next time I read a Trump tweet, I will.
So just look at it and go,
Sure.
the cast of Hamilton booed our future VP. They booed our future VP. They should apologize. Apologize.
I see where you're going. I could see the humor in,
Wow,
in,
yeah.
in that. I could go there. All righty, then.
Do your Regis voice and say, "Only I know the finalists."
Only I know the finalists. Let me tell you about this story. Only I know the finalists. And they were very good. So good. They were very good. Because that's what he does. I forget what comedian said it, but Regis Philbin just says the same thing twice, but says it angrier the second time.
Sure, which is better than Al Pacino, who just shouts it angrily for the whole thing. That's just, he just yells from the beginning.
Mikey, you son of a bitch, I'm going to kill myself.
I keep
She's
hearing
an
the guy who
incredibly
does the
attractive
Affleck
woman.
duck.
What?
The Affleck duck.
Back up. What about it? I love the guy we're from
No, I
Affleck Duck.
said, I
He-
keep hearing the guy the comedian who did the Affleck duck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His-
Because I thought all Affleck said was the Affleck. All the Affleck
No,
Duck
it
says
was
is
comedian.
Affleck.
Nuh-uh.
I can't remember that guy's name.
No?
No.
All right. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he
I
screwed
got
up big
nothing.
time.
I got
Although
nothing.
his monologue in The Devil's Advocate is one of my favorite cinema
De
films
Niro's.
ever.
It's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good. It's not
De
bad.
Niro's gold.
Devil's Advocate's just one of those movies where I like it when the devil's not just like, I'm overwhelming evil and you cannot hurt me. I like it when the devil's actually like persuasive.
So-
Not over like he's a con man where it's sort of like, oh, can I set you up with our billionaire package? But when it's more of a, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. He wanted it.
Yeah.
He wanted it so much, he was willing to make a deal.
Well, then,
I'm just a broker.
do
I
you
just
watch
want-
Lucifer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Now,
just
everybody,
want-
did everybody here watch Lucifer?
Yep.
I haven't seen it yet. Haven't.
Worth it.
I've read
Seven?
the comic books.
Worth it.
Constantine. The
Yes.
Devil in Constantine.
Yes.
Yes, only the devil in Lucifer is far more. Now, wait a minute. That's not me. I didn't put this on you. You put this on you. Like, I just helped you. You know, you just needed a fast car and a cliff. I provided the cliff. That's all. You drove the car. It's okay.
Yeah, but think about it. In Constantine, you're dealing. You know exactly who I am. I'm the devil, and it's so this is the thing. You know, I know who you are. I know what's going to happen to you. You want an extension?
Yeah. I'm not
I'm
arguing
here to
against
make a
it.
deal.
I like the Lucifer take in that I'm willing to tell people who they are. They don't want to believe me. Like, okay.
They're actually,
Well-
in the comic book universe, they're all related.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the comic books for Hellraiser, Hellblazer, that's the DC comic one. That's Constantine in the DC universe. The reason there's 3 devils in that one is because Lucifer quits.
Right.
Which
right.
starts in Sandman. And if you've never read Sandman, it's phenomenal.
Sandman is
Yes.
worth reading.
Yeah.
It is absolutely
Well, I think
amazing.
I think it's the devil. The way it's the devil. It's the Rolling Stones version of the devil, right? I mean, that's
Pleased
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really nice because right now we're sort of in a silver age of science fiction and fantasy.
That's true.
We are. I mean, there was a long dead zone there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm going to age myself. You don't remember the 70s. You know, things like Battle
Nope.
Beyond the Stars, with John Boy Walton. It's like, okay, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
big theater release. Come on. No, that's some pain.
So I watched Logan's Run the other night again.
That's good.
It was horrible.
The series?
No, the
No,
movie.
no,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What did you not like about it?
Oh, I meant Westworld. My bad. I'm dumb.
You meant Westworld? Oh no, Westworld. I'm going to
Whoops.
start that here in a little bit.
Soylent Green.
Well. So
These people.
So Logan's Run, I really liked. I liked everything until they came back to the city. Okay, the imagination. There are like if you could have. Hey, the fact that I left what's his face kitten guy out on the steps and
Peter
said, "Hey,
Ustinov.
we'll be right back." That right there was just like I'd have been like, no. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. Just hold on here until you guys come back. Today, tomorrow, next week, a month from now, I don't have any food. What do we? Hey, I can swim. Let's do this. The concept of just jump in the water was bad. Let's jump in the water to a facility we don't know. We're going to swim into a confined area where we can. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, roll the credits. They died before they got anywhere that was unlocked. That was particularly bad. The way the movie. Can I spoil it? Is it too soon?
No,
Is it too
go
soon?
for it.
No,
It
that was a
in the
plot hole.
70s.
I'll give you that one.
When the computer interrogates him at the end. And it's
That
like,
one also.
Oh.
So what'd you find? Nothing. Like there's nothing. Well, that does not compute. Computer explodes. Like there was so much more that they could have done. There was so many different angles that they could have. It could have been, oh, okay, well then we can start moving people out. If the computer's all about population control, which is obviously what this, renewal, and everybody just gets killed because we can't have too many people, so we just kill them off. So start training them to go outdoors if there's place to be, like you need survival.
And
you need
that's
this,
the
and,
point where it really diverges the most from the books.
Right. And I haven't read the book, so I'm going to go back and reread the book and see how horribly bad it
3
got.
books.
3 books?
3 books.
Which 3?
Logan's Run, Logan's Quest, and Logan's World.
Oh. So they do go outside eventually in the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I've heard that the third one, Logan's World, is party time and excellent.
Wow.
Nice. Be excellent to one another. Very nice. I liked that a lot.
That was good.
Kitten guy, what was his name again? Peter
Ustinov?
Yeah. Has only been around himself, had his wife die many decades ago and was very sad and buried her, and then had no less than 300 people, we paused it and counted, mob him on the steps of the Watery Doom place that, like, he's like, hi, they've never been around. If you're an introvert, I mean, I would, that scene screamed trigger for me. I would just, because they all came up to within 10 feet of him. And then the one girl came up and wanted to touch his face, and he's like, pretty girl, touch my face. And then the entire crowd went, and it was like, oh, crap. I was waiting for him just to, and lose it. I was waiting for a meltdown. And then they all started to touch his face.
Meltdown is millennial.
Well,
They were built a bit tougher back then.
well, I just was waiting for incontinence or something, or fire or gunshot, or he jumps into the water and swims into the one locked part and dies, or I don't know. The ending was very, very odd. The fight with the flagpole was poignant, yet I think could have been done better. I thought there could have been some realization there. There was a lot of plot that they didn't
Well, let's
pursue.
face it, Francis was a very two-dimensional character.
But had potential for three-dimensional growth.
Very much so.
And that's what I want. I wanted 2016
Yeah,
storytelling
Francis was
back with
almost
that.
Yeah.
I think they were reaching for Javert,
I thought they were too.
but they didn't quite get it.
Right, but they didn't quite get it. And if they would have substituted some character growth instead of, then it would have made up for the fact that they shot high and just
Difficult
missed.
to do in a 2-hour window.
Oh, fair enough. I think all movies should be 3.5 hours, if you ask me. But there's the thing. So,
Oh, God.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
hey, I don't know much, but have you all heard that Dune is getting a reboot?
I have heard wondrous things about this.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Please tell me the 6-part miniseries, not the movie.
I think it's the movie.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I like the 80s movie.
Oh,
I like it too. Have you seen the version on YouTube where they take out all the dialogue and it's just the facial expressions?
Yeah.
And it still makes sense. You can follow the plot. It's amazing.
Especially when it's just the weird shouting that happens too, and they just look at each other and then bah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Dune. I cannot wait for any and all remakes. The spice must flow.
It's a wonderful idea, but
He's already been to our table today.
Oh.
So we all see each other every year.
See,
Yay.
what the listeners don't realize is that, again, this proves the theory of John's hierarchy of needs, which tops out with Pug.
Yeah. It goes pug, food, shelter, clothing, food, shelter, and then more pug, and then maybe clothing.
Well, snacks are high on there, but it's usually for the pug.
Yeah.
you.
Right?
As evidenced by what's kept in the hand.
Yay. Oh, yay for pug snacks. Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, nom, nom.
That was very cute.
Okay, that was adorable when the pug ate
The
the tree.
pug was, it was all like, it was a little pug and a little papoose. It was,
That's scary, right?
it was, what's the anatomically correct height?
Breast level.
There it is. There it is. Breast level. Two of the favorite things: pet a pug, pet a boob, pet a pug, pet a boob. It's all one flow. It's all good
But until you hit Star Trek: The Motion Picture,
without skipping a beat.
I'm going to get back into it because there's no way to carry on from that.
I've
Well,
been
there's
there.
lots of ways to carry
I've
on
actually-
from that.
I've actually been there where I've had like a thought in my head and people get distracted, and I'm like, I've got to get this last part of my thought out.
Yeah.
Stop interrupting.
No, what it is Scott, the other one, is absolutely, he's like Superman. He's invulnerable to tomfuckery. He just can't.
There is that.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm all like, hey, boobs, Orion Slave Girl, the thing. So until you hit Star Trek, the first motion picture, it's just a
No.
wasteland.
Break for
of-
Orion Slave Girls.
Yeah. Oh, we have found a little kryptonite to our Superman, have we not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe Romulans.
Or we
There's
got
an
Chase Mantis.
authoritarian bent that, there's sort of a
Yeah.
Tal Shiar thing
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look
Can
at
I,
it. Yeah.
can I see you in a studded diamond sequin thing? Oh, I'm sorry. What, the diamond pattern of the Tal Shiar with the big shoulders? Yeah.
You mean the 80s power suit?
Yes, yes.
Well, wait, did you show him the picture
With
of
the
the
shoulder
college player?
pads.
With the shoulder-
No, not yet.
Shoulder
not yet.
pads out to here.
Yeah. Tasha Yar in a 80s power suit. That's exactly
Oh
what
my
that is.
gosh.
That's
That would be fantastic.
well, that's when she was playing a Romulan, right? When
Right.
she was the
Zila.
daughter.
That was.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. Oh, were you not here earlier for the Orion
I always curse
Slave
fate
Girls?
that she didn't make an exercise video.
Where did it go? Let me go to
I
the
wanted to
gallery.
see it.
A Tasha Yard exercise video.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Denise
her name is
Crosby.
Molly.
Like that.
Yeah. Advertising for Gaming with Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Had to take a second and go,
I
Like
would
that.
watch that show that I am also currently on.
exactly. Precisely. That's the thing. Orion Slave Girls, we will take a break for you. Hashtag just saying. Yay. So it would be
Hashtag 3/5 love.
Yeah. 7/5?
No.
5/7?
3/5? No.
3/5? All right. Nope.
Nope. But
No,
kind
the historian got it. Nobody else got it. Okay.
of, kind of building off of what
Was that a Hamilton reference? 8th? Never mind. Go ahead.
kind of building on what he was saying, we are kind of experiencing a new Silver Age where we're seeing a lot of out there concepts, and kind of like with the old Silver Age, a lot of stuff gets thrown at you, and some of it's crap. Like I like the movie Jupiter Ascending, but most other people who saw it were like, "This was the worst movie you dragged us to, John. We hated it." And
Do you drag people to movies often?
yeah,
Okay. All right. That's just
Nice
How do I explain
visuals.
this? Okay, so like
Bad plot.
You do a story.
And lovely visuals.
Well, here's the thing that's really kind of confounding about it. You look at it, it's got all the story elements. It's like somebody, technically speaking, did plot arc, did everything the way they're supposed to do with the story, and then sometimes you do that and it just clangs.
Yeah, exactly.
it's kind of like you've cut me off.
You're okay. You'll be there in 10 more seconds.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like someone like playing almost a word jumble where they take all words that sound great and they combine them together, but it was awful. Where it's kind of along the lines of like brownie mix, sprinkle, sex cake, and you listen to it like that.
That sounds amazing.
I don't know. I don't know if I want a sex
Brownie
cake.
mix, sprinkle,
Right.
sex
But
cake?
no, but if you rearrange the words in that sentence, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but
Because you're like cake, sex, brownies, frosting, mix. Yes. Batter, Orion slave girl. And now we're where I want to be. But when you put them in the wrong order, then it's like wait,
Orion
what?
slave girl made into a brownie cake after sex. And it's like that's
Oh.
awful.
Oh, that's.
I mean, because you look
I'd
at
lick the bowl, but that's awful.
because the movie's got like giant mechs in it. It's got cool like starfighter battles.
Mm-hmm.
It's got kung fu. It's got Sean Bean. It's got
Does he die?
Channing
No.
Tatum. No,
Oh, there's the problem.
it's got like
That's the big problem.
The
yeah.
effects are phenomenal. I mean,
made by the Wachowskis. Mila Kunis is amazing in it. And again, I like it, but I do obviously see where people are like who sat through it go, so is the movie over? No, there's half hour after the wedding scene. I hate you.
Oh.
But to bounce
although
back off of what
I had a
you were
problem.
saying-
I had a problem with Mila Kunis only because in the beginning when she's doing the housemaid thing, I'm literally can't suspend it. I'm like, Mila Kunis doesn't clean things. I can't get it. I can't get into it.
Was she in a naughty little maid's outfit, though?
No.
No.
Oh, so we weren't even playing
Well,
it.
see, that was the problem.
Well, there I'd have been like, I'll suspend whatever.
Right?
I'll suspend my credit cards for you, Mila.
Nice. Because you'll have to suspend it after those
Pretty
charges. Yeah.
But to jump back on what he was saying, we are in a silver age, and that's why you're starting to see some obscure stuff popping back up. Like, who here has seen the original Westworld?
I have.
No.
There you go. I mean, they're bringing these great concepts back. I mean, great book by Michael Crichton, and you add in phenomenal actors like Anthony Hopkins, you've got something that you can really spin out. But it's not original.
Well,
but we're
and
resurrecting these really great things.
2015 was the year of the remake
Giving
reboot.
them a second chance.
Yeah. Oh, I'm liking it. There's
Yeah.
no doubt. The original was great too. I mean, Yul Brynner,
Yeah.
phenomenal performance.
There you go.
But what I'm saying is there was a real dead zone there between the 60s and the late 70s where you
Oh, yeah.
really had a downtime for the genre.
That's when it got just diluted with all of the what we would think of now as Sci-Fi Channel originals, and it got 3D monster movies.
Manimal.
Yeah.
Manimal.
Tarantula Shark.
Yeah. The big ants.
Hey, the big ants on the thing, that was really, really cool.
It. Well, no, that wasn't it. Them.
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 Oh, yeah, them. Oh.
I saw that when I was a kid at my grandma's, and I was weirded out just by how creepy they were acting in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Until they actually show the ants, and then I'm like, this isn't scary. It's like they lock a guy in a phone booth so that the ant brain can get put in. No, this is dumb.
Yeah. Well, now, wasn't them the one with Roddy Piper?
They live.
Oh, they live. Sorry, I got it wrong. I apologize.
Best
completely.
unscripted fight scene ever.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the makeup. I liked the whole thing, the whole premise, and it had Roddy Piper in it. So it was, again, not quite Silver Age, like you're talking about.
Well, no, because
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. A little bit of
Chud.
chud action, a little chud action there.
well, in the '90s is what it frequently gets called the Iron Age, just because that's when we had all the grittiness, all of the in comic books.
Night of the Comet.
Did you say cannibalistic subterranean underground dwellers?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Chuds.
Gingrich. Newt Gingrich. Gotcha. Okay.
Got it.
Ha.
Got to be quick. Got to hit them fast. But no, yeah, it was like so dark that the comics were so dark you couldn't see your own shoes. It was
every man had like muscles, like just super muscles and arm hair and chest hair, and like Wolverine in that era was just a hairy beast.
Well, but now that's coming off of the He-Man of the very early 80s, which is late 70s, the late 70s gay porn of He-Man. All of them were just, this is what I wanted to see, and it was a little unsettling. A little bit.
In that one, especially movies that came out in that era, it was really more for like the grittiness and the dark nature of it.
Oh, yes.
But with the Silver Age, it was, let's not just be like good versus evil. Let's be like good versus evil on a planet 1,000 light years away. Let's have there be 3 factions, good guy, bad guy, neutral guy, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's have a talking cat for some reason.
Sure.
And just with the Silver Age, so we got like the Green Lantern that I love, because they rebooted a Golden Age hero.
Uh-huh.
And that became the Silver Age Space Cop.
Well, I'm just saying, love, lasers, a talking cat. That's what they want.
Yes.
That's what the pitch was. That's what it was in front of the executives, and they went, yes, they do.
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly how that went.
I'd be the worst focus group.
And a bikini.
Letting you know. They would just be like, name 10 things on this list that you like. You drew a line through all of the boxes. I want all of them.
Nice. Because Barbarella, that was...
Jane Fonda.
Yes, I know who. The
70s.
when was 70s, wasn't
70s.
it?
Yeah.
Fishbowl
That
boobs.
was all lava lamp.
Oh, yeah.
The Matt Moss and all of the
Not porn.
Close
You can't
enough.
see my finger
Close
motions.
enough.
It really
Oh,
sounds
right.
weird. Not porn.
There you go.
Wink,
there you go.
wink.
Wink, wink,
Yeah.
nudge, nudge. How's your father? Yeah. Because that was a great movie. I'm just
I
saying.
wouldn't say it was great.
Oh, it was when if you were an adolescent male who
I was.
didn't have access to actual porn,
We didn't.
then Barbarella was wonderful. It was a riveting movie for about 10 minutes.
I had a video store near my house that had like a cult movie section that the people who checked out the movies had no idea what they were. So when I was a teenager, it was like, I'd like this movie, please. Okay, whatever. What is this, crap? Yes, this is crap. Just
Yeah.
rent it to me.
There you go. It's a foreign. It's intrigue.
His mom's like,
Emmanuel. I don't know.
He got Caligula. Yeah, I'm so glad he's into history.
Yes, a history major. That's it. It was about Rome. There it was, right? Yeah, fantastic. So no, we have had sort of a renaissance, and it's been some
I
good
have
stuff.
seen that
and,
movie.
and it's very, very good. And there's Molly. Hi, Molly. See, had to get a little away from the Orion slave girls.
And there's the pug again.
See, John, there's something wrong here, is what I'm saying. No, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Pugs are a good thing. We like pugs. So, John, I asked you originally, why'd you come to Starbase Indian? The vibe I'm getting from you is you're all about the pug, and you're not really here for the sci-fi. You're just really here to see all the pugs. And, okay.
I like sci-fi.
I can say that's okay. I like sci-fi.
He likes the Orion slave girls.
Well, there you go. Hooray.
No, that was other Scott who's like it.
Like it. Like it a lot. Yay.
Actually, she got me with the Romulan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I could see. Yeah, that would be. Romulan would trip your
I know
trigger,
him
not
too
in a
well.
good way. Yeah. So, Tasha Yar is a Romulan?
No.
No, Romulan
Not
Romulans.
blonde.
No, not blonde. Okay, brunette.
Gotta be
Sela.
original.
Sela, her daughter, is Romulan, half Romulan.
There you go.
And she is blonde.
Boom. But still, he wants the brunette Tal Shiar, crack that whip, long heeled, power suit Romulan wearing. Yeah, he's just like, it all works. It's all good. I like the picture you're drawing.
And here's where we give a shout out to our sponsor, fanfiction.net. Fanfiction.net, where everything's been written. Literally everything.
I'm looking for a goat.
I-
Enter. Please specify type
Guilty.
of goat. Really?
Oh, my God.
Okay, I don't get it. Okay, it's got Tasha Yar, it's got S&M in it, it's got everything I want. What else could it need? Furry. That's got to be Yep, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
No.
Tribble. Was
No.
that static electricity? Oh, look, it just sort of. No, that's her.
Oh, Tribble, that's its own category. Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
That saved me search times.
What is it? Tribble, not on the carpet. No.
Well, the Tribbles have a thing, shag carpet at least. All of a sudden, they're just like, "Hi there, how are you?" Boo, boo. That was bad. I'm better now.
That was bad, and you should feel bad.
You should feel bad. Boo, boo. All right. Well, so John's here, and Scott's here, and JC's here, and Cindy's here, and we're having a lot of fun. What do we want to see today? There's the costume concert. Costume concert. I hear they're making music. Contest from 4 to 6 that we're going to hope to jump over to. You've got your phaser and your pugs. You're done. Or your disruptor and your pugs. You're out, right?
No, I'm good. I think I'll just wander around, try to catch some Pokemon, get on the Star Trek forums and argue with people incessantly. It'll be a big busy day. Big busy day.
Okay, here we have a captain in a kilt.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to turn around.
You don't want to turn around. It's. We do have.
I'm just going to keep focused on JC over there. I'm just going to
other
To
Scott.
go where no man would have rationally gone before.
Ta-da!
Okay, it's the captain with the kilt next
And
to
next
the
to
doctor.
Tom Baker, doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a thing.
That's awesome.
Alrighty, that is awesome. Only at a sci-fi convention could you
Exactly.
see such
Okay,
a
now I'm
pairing.
going to turn around because now I want to see it.
Yeah, now you got to see it. And there it is, as the Flash goes pop.
Not as bad as I thought you guys were leading out to be. That's a really cool looking uniform.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
That's what I was saying.
appropriation.
Whoa.
Nice uniform.
Okay, I guess you can talk about appropriate. Dee was going to talk about appropriation earlier, and I was like, excuse me, I'm not comfortable.
Dee has appropriated everyone's culture.
Well, but I'm not comfortable.
Who's Dee?
The white man has been...
Demetrius Caesar, Leviticus Green.
Yes, Demetrius Caesar, Leviticus Green, the really, really super tall black guy that was here running security, and he'll be back. He was
Okay.
wearing the beanie earlier. I felt really uncomfortable because my people have been appropriating for decades, and I felt a little uncomfortable with his take on appropriation. I'm not
You've
sure.
been appropriating for decades because culture has ideas, and that's what happens with ideas. They appropriate. They
Right.
Cultural diffusion.
Right.
breed. Yes.
Right, but-
diffusion. That's the word. That's the appropriate. I'm sorry. I
Yes,
don't wanna talk
but
about it.
from a position,
Oh my God,
of being a
no.
middle-aged white
No,
male,
no,
we
no.
appropriate, and that's
We don't Klingons with bow tie with little bows in her hair. Oh. No. No,
I like
no,
it.
no.
bow ties
No.
are cool.
I like it.
Oh wait, little
Purple
bow.
hair.
Oh,
I
bows
like
in
it.
the hair.
Bows in the hair. Girly girl.
Ooh, that's.
I think it's practical.
That's
But it's not Klingon.
somebody
I-
crossed the streams.
What?
I
Yes,
don't, I don't
somebody
like that.
crossed the streams.
No, I think it's practical because you want to keep your hair out of your face when you're jamming your sword into someone's guts. So that way you can see your victim and then be able to strike them easily.
It was said earlier today, John, and I need you to weigh in on this, that a lightsaber is a finesse weapon, and that a batleth is basically a giant spork.
I'm going to say no because I've watched way too much Deep Space Nine.
Thank you.
A
That's where
batleth,
I was coming from.
a batleth is an extension of the warrior's arm, and therefore it is more than just brute force. It's actually you could block with it, you can twirl it. I would say
The
though,
twirling will not probably get you extra points.
it's not my favorite Klingon weapon, but
What's your favorite Klingon weapon?
Although
As he
Harley Quinn,
sits there with the
Harley Quinn
disruptor.
just hobo murdered Spock. That's fantastic.
What?
It's happening right now, right behind you.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's done.
Oh, I
It's
get it.
over.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah,
Arkham
yeah.
outfit. Oh, I see where we're going now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was having some trouble placing that earlier.
Oh, okay.
Either
that's
that
okay.
or orange is the new black.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
could
that's
be.
Trump.
I would watch that comedy.
Crazy eye.
I would watch that comedy of Suicide Squad meets Orange is the New Black. I would
Yeah.
watch that.
See, and my thought
Warner
was,
Brothers, if you're listening to this podcast, and you should be,
that's the thing you need to do.
yeah, you need to do this.
The mashup to end all mashups.
It'd be amazing.
So would it be Suicide Squad as a whole, or would it be just Harley in the women's wing, and then Crazy Eye looks at her and she's like, yeah, and drops child and goes, nah, and then Harley just goes, and it's...
No, well, they'd all be in the
No,
plot
she-
arc. Like
she-
Joker eventually gets himself appointed warden.
Nah, I can see that.
watch
That would be
that.
a little crazy. Yeah, I would watch that. I would watch that because Orange is the New Black. Crazy Eyes scared me a little,
Oh, yeah.
which was the
I'm
point.
just going to solitary confine you for a really, really long time.
So has everyone here seen Suicide Squad? Have you seen?
No.
No,
I
Read
have.
about it, and
No.
that turned me away.
you did. You read about it?
Yeah, I read the reviews, and it turned me away. The problems with it turned me away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. So for the two people that have seen it, what did you think?
I felt that one. It's one of those cases where it really did need to be longer because I felt like
It did.
they were trying to cram so much.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like 58 origin stories into one movie. Like, okay, all right, Go ahead. I liked the way they did it, but it needed to be twice as long.
Honestly, I feel like they could have cut out like Killer Croc completely. No, I love Killer Croc.
I love Killer Croc.
The boomerang guy didn't. I'm sorry.
He was meant more for. I agree. He's meant for comedy relief.
Captain Boomerang?
Yeah.
We love Captain Boomerang. Don't disparage Captain Boomerang. We like him a lot. I mean, he could have gone. He could have gone away.
Stop using the royal we. First of all,
Okay, you're right.
But-
I love Captain Boomerang, and I will cut your mic off if you say
you won't like
anything
him
bad
in
about
this movie.
Oh, okay, go ahead. All right, fair enough.
And more importantly, he's ancillary. He does not. He
Oh,
doesn't
great.
Really move.
So let
plot.
me ask you a question. Do you think it was basically a Harley Quinn movie?
No.
No?
Kinda.
She kind of shared some of the spotlight. I mean, serious spotlight with Deadshot.
See, I thought it was a Deadshot movie.
Okay.
Really, it was a Harley Quinn
I
Will
love
Smith
Deadshot.
movie, is what it was.
Will Smith
Yeah.
was amazing.
It was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And I really thought they did justice to Harley Quinn.
That's not how I would have wanted to see her introduced as a character. I would have loved to have seen Harley Quinn introduced against Christian Bale after the Joker movie with Heath Ledger.
See, so we talked
Yeah.
about this. Heath Ledger's loss was horrific because that scene where they're on the ledge could have been an entire movie
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it was a more powerful actress than Margot Robbie. No offense, because I don't think she could have stood up to Heath Ledger.
No.
But Heath Ledger's Joker against that whole I need a machine gun. And then we're going to go from there. And then you're going to fall in love with me. And then I'm going to push you and pull you and push you and pull you. And then we're going to see how far it'll go against Heath Ledger would have been amazing.
It would.
It's hard for me to comment on Harley Quinn because I have my own personal take on Harley Quinn that is not. It's controversial, and I don't receive a lot of public support.
Okay.
So.
I think that the relationship between Harley Quinn and Joker is one of the most abusive in all of time and space.
Oh, yeah.
And that everybody I'm going to put pigtails and a cute little, hot shorts on, and that's Harley Quinn, and then I'm
Well,
going to
see,
get punched
she
in the
amu-
face repeatedly, and then ask for more.
Yeah, but she abuses him, too.
Oh,
Psychologically.
oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's really destructive as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference though between I actually turned you into the police, Joker, and then reading a comic book where he does horrible things to her. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, because he's
Yeah. Just terrible things that make you go, ooh. Okay, let's plumb the depths of the dark side and the bad side of humanity. Alrighty then. And yeah, I thought the movie was really, really good. I don't think they went deep enough into any of the alcoves they shined light into as they were driving at 60 miles an hour down the pace trying to make this movie a whole. I don't think it was as bad as everyone wrote about because literally I got done with the movie, watched it a second time that night, and then went, this is way better than I thought it was. And for a DC movie, please don't take this the wrong way, but DC can't make a fucking superhero movie. They're terrible.
can't.
They're horrible. Batman versus Superman was some of the worst movie I have ever seen. Wonder Woman was the best thing about that movie.
Yep.
My theory about Batman versus Superman is that it was a good superhero movie. Now that said, when I watch certain Marvel movies, I watched the first Iron Man movie, I walked out of there going, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I didn't add the qualifier of that was a good superhero movie.
right.
I walked out there and said, that was really good. If
Yeah.
you removed
Yeah.
Iron Man from the title and it was just Tony Stark, inventor, whatever, it would
Boy
still have
genius, yeah.
It would have been a really good movie. It would have been about an inventor who makes a suit of armor, who goes and tries to save the world, and it sort of succeeds.
Well, and I like the take of he's a weapons guy who goes, wait, my weapons are ending up where? What? No. And then gets nabbed by the very people that are being double sold his weapons. And he says, well, this is crap. We're not doing this anymore. It was a good movie.
Right.
I honestly, with Batman versus Superman, I wanted to know more about some of the minor storylines that I felt would have been better. Why does the whole city of Gotham now love Batman? The
Yeah.
whole newspaper clipping that was on the desk that the officers had taped there, which showed the spotlight, which was also a bat with the bat symbol at the end. And I'm like, what happened in the 20 years or 10 years, however long that Batman had retired, that made Gotham PD go, we love him. He is no longer a vigilante. He is our favorite man.
And
Yeah.
that's why DC movies are bad. See, I'll flashback. There's a Gabe Kaplan play where he plays Groucho Marx, the life of Groucho Marx, and he's talking about the movies that they did that were big hits in character. And he sort of reveals that the later movies that they did were not big hits because they didn't take them on the road as plays. They didn't try out the jokes. They didn't do any of that. DC movies don't play true to the comic books that really are good.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, they take storylines that sound good, like Zod and Planet Krypton, and they're all like, what if Zod came back, tries to terraform Earth, and or in Batman versus Superman, let's go back to the classic fight, then let's do like who would win in a fight, and then it's just okay, Batman's gonna have a suit of power armor and he's gonna do this, and then Superman, he can't get 5 words out, so he can't say I need your help to save my mom.
Yeah. Well, and in my opinion, Batman versus Superman was horrible because it jumped so far from the comics, because the original fight was Batman believes the system is broken.
Yes.
So that's why he does what he does every night. Superman is part of the system. Superman is the Justice Boy Scout that believes, well, I handed this bad guy to the police, so the police will take it from here. The system will work it all out. And Batman's like, the system needs to go away. And that's been the thing. And the fight was, hey, look, Superman, if you're in the system, you need to go down too. And that's where the fight really springs from.
Venture Brothers had a great joke from that with their version of Captain Sunshine, who is a really, really gay Superman analog.
Nice.
He's just...
Yes.
But no, it's like, yeah, he went to prison and he threw me in the prison yard and said, here, warden, lock him up. Has he ever heard of a thing called due process? Right? But just let me out.
He lands Lex Luthor in the thing and goes, all right, warden, you know what to do. Really? I don't get evidence? I don't get to face my accusers? I don't get due process? It's just Constitution's not a thing to you, huh? Okay, we just skip to the end with Superman because he's always right, because he's always a Boy Scout. And Batman's thing is, look, dude, you're doing it wrong. Like, quit it. You've bought into the fact that the system works, that wardens can't be bought, that judges can't be bought, that the system can't be perverted, because we know it all can. So stop it. And that's where the fight, none of that was mentioned in Batman versus Superman.
No, it really was just they were tricking each other into fighting each other.
Yeah.
And just
That didn't work.
And it was dumb.
No,
It didn't work.
Yeah, and
They broke with what made the characters what they are.
Exactly.
also like a 4-second sentence of literally, I need your help, he's kidnapped my mom, would have made Batman go, your mom's been kidnapped? Yeah, they've kidnapped my mom, Martha. She's kidnapped over here. Your mom's name's Martha? My mom's name's Martha.
Yeah, that was just...
Now, granted, we would have lost...
Cindy's angered about that.
We would have lost the fight scene, granted, but then we probably could have gotten, I don't know...
Character depth?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know what.
By the way, my favorite finisher in that movie is still
who'da thunk?
Batman crushing a man's skull with a crate.
Yeah.
Because that man wasn't knocked out.
No.
That man was dead.
Exactly.
That was not he's knocked out, he'll get up in a couple hours. That was blood spatter on the wall. That was,
Yeah.
he was dead.
Yeah, it was very good.
All right, I'm going to
It was
ask a follow-on question.
Not follow up?
No, follow on.
Follow on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got the DC universe. You've got the Marvel universe.
Uh-huh.
You've got the Star Wars franchise. You've got the Star Trek franchise.
Okay.
And these
Where are
things
you
kind of,
going?
yeah, where am I going? These things kind of play to themselves. You know, they've got their own genre. They've got their own continuity. You know, Marvel is what it is. Doctor Strange, you know, we've just had this lovely discussion about Doctor Strange versus Iron Man. It's got its own flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
What things do you like today that are not part of these mega franchises?
Ooh, good question.
That's a very good question.
I like The Expanse.
What is that?
That is a TV series on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Very good quality.
Yes, and it's basically about our solar system. You've got Earth, you've got Mars, you've got the Kuiper Belt that are being mined and developed, all 3 of them. And you've got a lot of intrigue and something's going on out there.
And Earth and Mars are about to go to war.
Yeah.
It's very good, hard science fiction.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Right on. I can
Good
handle that.
performances. You know,
And good developed cultures.
I mean, Sci-fi's had a hit and miss record. I mean, let's face it. They've done,
Yeah.
Tarantula and Sharknado and blah,
Yeti.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock Sharknado.
They've done
And
Battlestar
WWF.
Galactica. They've done The Expanse.
Yeah.
And it seems like for every really great thing they come out with something like Riverworld, where they take a phenomenal book and just trash it.
Destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
I like that book.
And by the way, do not knock Sharknado. One of the most enjoyable evenings of cross Facebook tweeting and posting I have ever had in my life was done with John Kennedy, who is at the end of this table while we watched Sharknado 3.
It was amazing.
It was it was a shared experience that near changed my life.
So, going around the table. Favorite
So now that we're
non-franch-
skipping that completely, moving
favorite
on.
non-franchise thing.
Non-franchise. John, what do you got?
I'm really digging The Man in the High Tower. I really like that show, and they've gone in a different direction from the book. But for me, I felt that it's done really well, and I really
That's
wanted,
the one, the time thing, right?
Yeah, where
they,
it's
where
a
they watch the
alternate
movie.
timeline.
Yeah, the alternate timeline stuff.
where it's set in a world where America never joined World War II, and thus after Nazi Germany and the Japanese states conquer the rest of the world, they conquer the U.S., and they divide it between them. And you've got the Greater American Reich, which includes America, our half, and you've got the Pacific States, which is what Japan controls. And you're following the storyline of all these people who've been caught
And the
up
neutral zone.
and the neutral zone. And you're following all these people who are now caught up in a conspiracy where they're trying to get these tapes that have appeared. And they're old, 28 millimeter tapes that show newsreel footage from our world. That show
wow.
That show when we beat the Nazis. That show the Japanese emperor signing the peace
Yeah, the
treaty.
dipping the nurse and kissing in
Yeah.
Times Square, celebrating all that. Yeah.
Wow.
And so they're like, wait, what's this? Stalin died in 1954. No, he was executed by the Reich in 1949. And just all these characters who are like, is there a better world out there? And also all the subtle things too. There's no rock and roll. With the Nazis in charge, there was never rock and roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're all listening to sleepy hits, and they're like, Mr. Sandman, sing me a song. And you're like, come on, there's no Buddy Holly, there's no Elvis, there's nothing.
And it's really
Wow.
interesting because one of the things I love about the Pacific States that doesn't get talked about enough is they are doing a phenomenal job at showing you the Pacific States where Asians are in charge and Asians have all the privilege, and they're not ruling overtly. I mean, they are in certain points of the
Right.
story, but on a day-to-day, they're not ruling overtly. It's very much so like white privilege. It's just we don't have it. And
Yeah.
it's really neat to watch. It's really neat.
When she gets on the bus and how the Japanese businessman gets on and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she immediately gets up and moves.
Oh, wow.
Because when I first started watching, and this is very telling about me, I watched the first few episodes where you see stuff like that, and I got angry, and at first I couldn't tell you why. I'm being honest. I couldn't tell you.
That's
I
the
couldn't put my
best.
finger on it. And then when it really brought it home for me, I really popped. When I saw why I was getting upset.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Or the art dealer who gets invited to a rich Japanese couple's home, and he's literally there just to be the token American.
Yeah.
So they can be like, "Oh, look, we have this too. Yeah, we call that's an old Colt pistol. Yeah, we used to have those in our country. We have two." Yeah, you do. Look, we made steak with corn on the side, like we used to eat.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Is this the proper way to eat steak and corn with a fork? Yeah, you just kind of scoop it up and you eat it, and he walks out of there because once they tire of their game and
Well,
they're like,
they use chopsticks.
that's the other thing too, where forks are sold at secondhand stores.
Yeah.
Almost everyone
Yeah.
uses chopsticks in the Pacific States.
Wow. Yeah, that's so cool.
It's not. I wish it would catch on more. It's not. I am a huge fan of The Magicians.
A good show.
Very good show.
I love the book series.
Haven't
and I
seen
love
it
what
yet.
they're doing.
Very
with
good
it.
show.
What's it on?
Sci-fi.
It's
I
an
can't find it on
adult
Netflix
Harry
or
Potter.
anything? Oh, really?
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
Hogwarts for grown-ups.
It's college age magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing
not
I
high
like
school.
about it is they take magic, which they do it right because they present it to you as this magic is a very beautiful thing. I mean, you're stunned at the beauty of magic, right? But it's built on a foundation that is very not pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really ugly. I mean, it turns
Yeah.
ugly fast when you
Yeah.
hit the villain.
and also like the side effects too, where like in Harry Potter, it's all, flick and swish and memorize. You memorize the charm in your head, and in this one, it's okay. What you're doing is you are trying to change that thing's color. What you're doing is scouring the surface of it via magic, and you are changing the fundamentals of its nature in a brutal and horrible way. But you've just turned that cloth from red to blue. Way to go.
Way to go. Good. By reddening apart its very nature
Yeah.
and reassembling it according to an act of your sheer will.
That's
awesome.
One of the characters, his gift is that he can translocate. He can teleport, basically.
Oh, yes.
Except, no. Most of the people who have that gift don't live long.
Well, yeah, because you can teleport when you're a kitty and don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're part of the couch.
Yep.
Also, more than that, too, it's also they actually disassemble themselves in some teleportation charms, because I've read the books, so there's different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But you disassemble yourselves, and then you make yourself come back together in the right order.
Oh,
a lot of people
jeez.
who teleport, it's kind of like in Timeline, where their version of time travel is like we're going through a fax machine.
Right.
So after a while, you're going to walk in and go, hey, what's wrong with you? I don't think I got my lungs in the right place. And you just start coughing up blood, and you're like, nope, don't have my lungs in the right place.
Well, then can you disassemble and reassemble real quick and try to fix it?
Yeah, but that leads
But
to...
are you quick enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Take a deep breath before you go.
And then I love their take on hedge magic. Like, what about the people who know magic exists, or they have the talent but not enough of that, or whatever, and they go and they're like try to get into magic, and it's much more like heroin.
Yeah.
Wow.
In their reality. I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
Everybody watch the second season, because I'm not sure we're going to get a third. Please watch the second season.
Okay, well, I'll have to go find that. I don't know where.
Very well worth it.
Sci-fi.com, I guess.
Yeah, and the books are good, too.
Yeah.
The books are good, too? All right, well, then I'll start to read the...
I'm in the book, bitches.
Yeah,
That and The Expanse.
All
Both
right.
very good series.
All right, yours.
Yours. Scott
Mine?
Magnus.
I wanted to say Stranger Things,
Good.
because that was an amazingly well done. It was Indiana in the 80s,
Yeah.
which I mean, it was really like, hey, I've been to that town. Like, no, that was fake. It was no, you don't understand. There were 50 of those within 100
Yeah.
miles of where we were in the middle of it. I moved down to Indiana in 1988 when everything closed at 8 p.m. on a Monday.
Yep.
And there was no Circle Center. There was no downtown. I mean, downtown was that scary place that you didn't want to be at when the sun went down. And it was like, I moved down here
still
from...
scary.
Well, I moved down here from...
changed.
I moved down here from Chicago, and I was like, seriously? First thing that hit me about Indianapolis was, this place is clean. Like, there aren't, like, newspapers and trash all in the street. Like, this is incredibly clean. Like, this is really, really nice. But Stranger Things was very, very well done for Indiana in the time. And then I guess the other direction when we started talking about magic is the Alex Virus series. It is by Benedict Jacka, and it's about mages in the mage world. And there are different varieties of mages. So there's like fire mages and lightning mages and air mages, and they can do their own thing. There's this constabulary, there's the folks that police magic. So if anything untoward happens to a magician, then they get called in and they investigate the crime and they do the whole thing. So there's offensive and defensive spells, and they have to do the whole thing. Now, the main character of this series is a gentleman by the name of Alex Virus, and Virus is a diviner, and they're very, very rare. And what it is he can see possible futures. So one of the things that it's talked about, there are very few diviners live because there are so many futures that, like, if I flipped this table over, an infinite number of things would happen, and being able to narrow it and sort it and use that information is very, very tricky. Like, the guy pulls out a gun and he's going to, in about 3 seconds he's going to shoot me. And what I need to do is flick through the futures and see, if I lean to the left, he misses. Then what I need to do is make my actions and what I do match the outcome that will allow me to navigate around the probability of what I want. And so he gets in this fight, they set the building on fire, he's doing that, and all of a sudden he's seeing the futures where he can get out, wink out. And he's seeing entire timelines entire branches of choices just disappear. Like, oh, well, no, that's on fire now. I can't go through there. Okay, well, this guy's blocking this exit. Okay, what do I need to do? And you can, he's watching the probabilities and well, I've only got 2 choices here now, and I'm down to 1 choice, and I'm going to die. Oh, this is not good. And so he's got all sorts, and there's 8 or 9 books in it, and they really go through. I mean, it starts with, hi, my name is Alex Virus, and I was sitting in my shop looking at the futures. So here we go. I was just sort of skimming through them. And he said, and one of the neat things is that he locks things that are static, like, oh, it was a combination lock. Well, I just spin through the future where I try every combination. And then I go, oh, whoop.
Combinations.
Well, but if you're just doing it, I try 1-1-1. I try 1-1-2. I try 1-1-3. And you just spin the wheel, and you go, okay, well, nope, that didn't unlock, that didn't unlock, that didn't. Oh, I found the one that did. It's 27, 32, 19. Oh, okay, there we are. And then you can just, so things that are static, when you get into people who haven't decided to make choices yet, that's where the futures become murky, because human choice could be a billion different. You can't see past them if the human has decided to not really make the choice. Static things like, oh, how do I walk a maze? Well, I just walk everything. Oh, that one gets me out. Good, let's follow that route. Oh, I unlock a lock. Oh, I pick a lock. Those are all easy things because they're all static. But it uses a fantastic system for magic. It really, the character growth, the character development is absolutely wonderful. His sidekick is cursed by this gypsy. That she will have, that anyone that she falls in love with, anyone that she touches will have horrible, horrible fates. And what it does is it takes all of their good probability and lumps it on her. So she'll never get hurt. She'll die she'll live a long, 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 long life. But she'll never be able to touch anybody, kiss anybody, fall in love. The person of her desire ends up having all of the bad probability that might have happened to her fall on them. In terrible, terrible ways, which makes it interesting when she runs into a fight and starts swinging at people, like the most bizarre and terrible things happen to them. Not just, oh, she hit him in the face. Like she hit him in the face and his buddy next to him slips and his gun goes off and shoots him in the head. I mean, it's just the things like, wow, who would have seen that coming? But it's amazing the different, I like coincidental magic and probabilities, and that book is just full of it. It's really, really a good series. Benedict Jacka, the Alex Virus series. There are 8 of them so far. I'm waiting for the next one to come out.
All right.
Good stuff.
Can we back up to Stranger Things for a second?
Yeah. Sure.
Because it brings up something that really encapsulates a thing that's happening that I think is very important. So, with Stranger Things, what made it so amazing wasn't the fact that they got the time period so right on, just in terms of setting and props and all of that sort of thing. And because we've had stories that have done that, very well. It wasn't the all-star cast because we've had movies that have had, phenomenal casting going on and great acting going on. At a baseline level, the thing that made Stranger Things so refreshing is that it was a new story and a good story. It was just a good story. Hollywood has forgotten
how to tell a story,
how to tell a good story,
yeah,
or they won't put big bucks on an untested, unproven story.
Yeah,
right?
And that's the problem.
That's very rare.
Yeah.
And I think probably the only other thing that I've seen lately that comes close is Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because in Stranger Things, it's all written by, is it one guy or is it 2 brothers?
2 brothers.
Two brothers. And, it's their focus.
Yeah.
Whereas Mr. Robot, it's all in one guy's head. He's got it. And the story is always on. There's no dead spots in it. And the same thing with Stranger Things.
Nice.
Now, one thing I like about Mr. Robot is that the author says, I'm going to do a Fight Club trope here.
Nice.
Right? But you're going to think you've called me on it because you're going to see the trope and say, oh, Fight Club. And then right when you think you've got me, you don't got me.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm gonna-
nice.
And that's he literally used your trope expectation against you. And I thought that was fantastic.
That's cool.
It's fantastic.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Mr. Robot, that was your take?
No.
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 What do you got?
That is a wonderful show, but it is...
Because I haven't seen that one either. That one's
Oh,
Netflix?
you need to. Yeah.
All right.
First season's on Netflix.
Okay.
But it's like... it is not a genre show. It's phenomenal in its own right, but it is not science fiction.
Mr. Robot is not science fiction?
No.
No.
Says robot right there in the title.
And that's because the shop that his now deceased father used to own was a computer store called Mr. Robot.
Oh.
There's nothing science fiction about it. It's all they've actually done a very good job
It's like the Blacklist.
representing hacking in a realistic way.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the Blacklist. It's a phenomenal show, but it is not a genre show. No,
It's a drama.
Mine would be
It's drama.
Penny Dreadful.
Nice.
Yes, I love that one.
That was good. They
Yeah.
wrapped that up. That
Phenomenal
Yep.
show. I
3
don't think you've seen it yet.
seasons.
I have not. I've started the first one, and it kind of was. It took a little while to get through that. And I'm like, where is it? But I only got like the first 10 minutes, and then I had to go do something
Oh,
else.
You didn't like
But-
the intro sequence, did you?
It was a little.
Yeah, I knew watching it that if Scott saw this, he would not want to watch the
Why
rest
is
of the
that?
show.
I didn't.
The spider, the blood.
No, blood is fine. The spider. What?
What was
Scott doesn't like the idea of being abandoned to evil and being powerless to do anything about it. That's like really
Yeah. That's
in
a
his
thing.
subconscious. It really messes with him.
it? And that's the thing. It's a great fight against evil.
Yeah.
It is, but the way that it interweaves, witches, the Wolfman, Dracula, Dorian Gray, Frankenstein, a whole wonderful cast of characters that each stands on their own, but they come together in this real-life interplay is wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved what they did
And
with Dorian Gray.
the way that they all try and fight their own demons is amazing.
plus,
Especially since they don't really always win.
yeah, the Western character who at the beginning, his demon is alcoholism and failure. Where his was just as horrifying until
I believe he represents the millennials. Phenomenally talented, but can't focus for shit.
Oh wow.
Okay, second question. All of these things that you've mentioned that are non-genre shows.
Can we
Most
we jump this question to a second cast because we're at an hour 10 and I kind of wanted to break these up a little bit. Can we?
Sure.
Can we? Ladies
We
and gentlemen,
can.
the second question will be dun dun dun. You have to tune in next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Because I'm just going to hit stop and hit record and we're
All
going
right.
to jump right back into it. So the second question, give us like the first 3 words.
What books would you?
Stop.
What books would you? No, I just did a book thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you'll hear from us real soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hi there, I'm Melissa Kocius, chair of Starbase Indie, and you're listening to Gaming with Scott.